Hi everyone, and welcome to our YouTube channel. We are, as always, your hosts.
Arne and Carlos.
And today we are going to be doing some embroidery stuff. We have been designing and embroidering some cushions. We want to share some of the knowledge that we have with you guys, and it's all about prepping the canvas today.
And we will show you some tips about the embroidery.
Plus, you'll get to see our latest design as well, which is fun.
Yes. So this is the canvas we use, and the technical term is 3,8. What how
3.8.
3.8 threads / centimeter and 10 tommer inches.
10-inch count.
Count.
But you know what? It really doesn't matter.
Oh.
I mean, a lot of people want to get the exact same canvas we're using. But look, here we've got the pillow that we designed, the one with the mandrill.
That's
and
a smaller canvas.
This is a smaller
tighter.
canvas. This is a larger canvas, but the design remains the same.
Yeah. But this one, for this canvas, I think you can't go bigger with one yarn, then you have to do double.
Yeah.
Because I will show you later.
But from one size to the other, in this case, it doesn't really matter.
No,
You just
doesn't
get a
matter.
slightly smaller design or cushion, but the design remains the same.
Yeah. And that's the first one we made, the mandrill in flowers, and the second one is a giraffe in flowers.
Mm-hmm.
So we're working on a series of pillows with animals and flowers.
Yeah, the mandrill, you can already get that on our website at arnecarlos.com. If you want to get the giraffe, you have to wait until we have finished embroidering it.
Yep.
But
Maybe
anyway,
it's out when this video is
who
out.
knows?
You never know.
Well, with your arm, maybe not.
No, I've been doing a little bit too much embroidery lately, but
Yeah, so you have a little pain in your arm.
but it's so fun. It's
it
hard
is-
to stop.
It's a lot of fun. Anyway, we're going to prep the canvas, show you how we do that. And are you going to start embroidering or are we just prepping?
Let's make the canvas first.
Okay.
So we use 39 centimeters and 39.
Which is the size of the...
That is the size of the canvas that you use.
Yeah.
So it's up to there.
And the pillow itself is going to be a centimeter less, right?
2 centimeters less.
So 37 by 37.
So let's go in this size, this place.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's easy to cut since you have those threads.
Yeah, just follow the thread.
Yeah. You can also find 39 on this side if you want to keep that as a length.
Yeah.
You don't have to, but... And the numbers are always like approximately. It doesn't matter if you go a little bit up.
So actually...
Don't go too much down, but if you go up a little bit, it doesn't matter.
And actually what you're doing is you're cutting 39 by 39, but there's some seam allowance.
Yeah,
The
so it's
size...
2 centimeters around.
But the cushion that you're going to add in is a 40 times 40.
Yeah, because we like that size. This is kind of like an old size. We have a lot of old cushions this size, but you can't get cushions that size finished anymore. So you have to use the 40 and 40 centimeter.
But then what happens is the cushion is bigger than the canvas, and then it creates that nice shape.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like it's full.
And that is the cushion that you can wash in the washing machine.
Yeah.
So it's not thick.
Yeah.
So it squeezes in.
So
really
literally,
nice.
you can take the whole thing and just throw it in the washing machine
Yeah.
and wash it there. Or you can make a zipper and take it out if you prefer. But this is machine washable.
We sew it because we have washing machines for that in Norway. If you don't have a washing machine where you can wash wool, you should do it by hand.
Okay, Arne, so you got your square. It's all nice and square.
Yeah. And then we went to New Mexico.
To Taos.
To Taos, and we went to the museum, art museum, and there was works by
Judy Chicago.
Judy
the
Chicago.
Amazing Judy
It was
Chicago.
so beautiful, and there was some of her artwork on display, which was embroidery, and she used normal
Masking tape.
masking tape for painting to put on the edges so it doesn't shred.
Which
You
is
see,
what we do.
This is easy to pull these threads out. So, inspired of her, we started now to use this. Before we didn't use anything, and it was always a problem with the shedding. But now we have learned from Judy Chicago.
And a lot of people say that you can get, stuff made for the canvas, and I'm sure you can. But our opinion is, if it's good enough for Judy Chicago,
it's good enough for us.
It's good enough for us. Yeah, she's such an amazing artist.
And I think this is kind of cool. But
Yeah.
there are stuff for everything you can buy. There's always so much you can buy.
Yeah.
But
this is actually cheaper.
I think this is good enough.
Yeah.
So you just frame it with masking tape. Like this. And this is easy to rip off later anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, quite easy
Yeah,
actually.
and then you don't have that problem with the canvas shedding. Shedding, is that right word?
Yeah.
Shedding, shedding.
Shredding.
Shredding. And I like it when you have masking tape. It's kind of more artistic.
Yeah.
maybe it's because we saw it on Judy Chicago.
Yeah. Okay? So give me the book while you are putting that, and I'll show.
Because I made a photo book from a trip to America or long touring.
Arne loves making these photo books, and we put all our memories inside them. So this one says Vail, Colorado, and it's got pictures of us, and it's got lots of fun stuff here. But yeah, let's look for the Judy. Oh, look, they came right up. So here we've got the Judy Chicago. I don't know, should I put this on the table
You can
so
put
that
it under here. so we
Eric
get
can
a
zoom it in?
close-up.
Here is some
So
of Judy
this
Chicago's
is
artwork, and
Needlework Archives, crowning needlepoint 3.
you can
And
see
look at this.
the beautiful masking
And
tape.
this is so beautiful because this masking tape has been there for a long time, I guess. Love this.
Yeah, and then you've
Beautiful.
got a picture of us from Pueblo, in Taos. The Pueblo of Taos, where we were there with Vogue Knitting in 2019, the year before the pandemic. Yes.
So we've been around.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we have. Okay, so
Oh yeah, here. Remember this?
yeah, we walked the llamas.
We walked
Or
with
the
llamas.
alpacas or llamas, I'm not sure. So this side you actually don't need anything because the edge is kind of more sturdy. And then you are ready for your embroidery. What we do when we work on the embroideries is that we don't use too long yarn. Because if you use too long lengths, it's actually harder. So like 30, 40 centimeters should be enough.
And you are using the wool, tapestry wool from
DMC.
DMC.
But now there's a very...
Colbert wool, it says on the...
Yeah. This is a very important tips. So let me see. You should start 2 centimeter in. That's about there. And 2 centimeter up. So we should start approximately in this hole. And then we do the... what you call the petit point.
Yeah, the needle point.
The needle
petit
point. I leave the tail so I can sew it in later, just a little tail. Then you go from one hole and you go up to the next towards, is that the right side?
Yeah.
And then you can just work your way like this. So it's a very easy embroidery stitch. What you have to be careful with now is when you go on like this for a while, soon if your yarn is twisted too much and it gets too twisted, then it's almost hard to cover up the canvas. So you have to keep an eye on the yarn all the time and see that it's open.
Yeah.
So don't twist it too much because then it will be so much smaller.
Twined kind of.
Twined.
So then you probably have to just take it out of the needle and stretch it a little bit to get it back
or you
in
can
shape.
just check that it's open like this.
Yeah.
And then you can work your way around like with the colors that you work with and finish one color at a time if you like in one part of, like for this is for the flower. And if you use longer yarn, it can be a problem because it will be too long. We called it latmannstråd. Was that in
Lazy man's
a
thread.
lazy man thread? So that can be actually much harder. And then I just finish this. When you sew in the tail on the back, we use as little as possible. So, like for this tail, we just sew it in, like go into the legs, like this, and then back again. And we don't care like if we sew another color on top of another color, because this is going to be inside the pillow anyway. And then you will finish this yarn until you have about this length left.
Sounds good.
And then you sew in that one. So this is how we work it. We try not to make it soft. So we try to work our way up like this, or this way and up, because we like to work on the canvas while it's stiff. But when you work it, it will soften up. So you can also use a frame to make it easier for you. But on that one, we never use the frame because we managed to hold it like this. So we don't make it soft.
Yeah.
So this is how you prepare your canvas, and then it's just to make
That. Yeah.
the giraffe.
So you go from this to that.
Yeah.
And
But remember,
how many
don't twist too much.
how many hours is that going to take you?
I never count these things because I do it in between other
Oh yeah,
things.
that's true. You're never sitting there.
No.
You doing that in one go.
And it's not about how much time you spend, it's about having fun doing it.
Yeah. And if you have a UFO for a while, you know, eventually you complete one, and then you complete the second one. So
Yeah,
get two.
and with all the unfinished projects we have, we have a lot of things to finish.
Yeah. But I'm excited to see this giraffe come to life. She looks very cool.
I think she will be
And
nice when she's finished.
After the giraffe, I think there'll be a panda.
There will be a panda,
will
and
be a
there will be more animals coming.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see how this turns out. So there you have it. Some ideas on how to edge your canvas so it doesn't thread or shred. Yeah, this is a lovely project. I can't wait to see the end.
And don't too long.
Yeah.
Not too long yarn and short edges.
Yeah.
And you weave them in.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do one myself as well, but I think I'm going to go for a smaller. So this is a great project, and I'm looking forward to working on one myself.
Yeah.
So Arne, let's do some formalities. I can do them for you this time,
can do
since
that.
you've been so busy.
Then I can do some more embroidery.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed this episode. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. We post every week, so it is a good idea to keep your eyes peeled. One of the good ways of doing it is to subscribe to the channel and then click on that notification button. You'll be notified as soon as we post a new episode, and you'll never miss anything. And also, we're going to be touring in the US this year in November. If you want to know where we're going, you'll have to sign up to the mailing list. We will release the information very soon, so make sure you are part of our mailing list so that you get all the information.
So see you on tour.
Yes, see you on tour, and also see you next week. Thanks so much for watching, and see you soon. Bye.
Bye.